Hello, gentle viewers. This is Guardian welcoming you back to Out of the Park Baseball 23 with the final team in a tour through history, the Tampa Bay Rays. Um, this next 10 years is going to be really interesting. Obviously, before I monkeyed with time itself, I'm already clearly the best manager in the history of baseball. Not just because I've managed for, almost 200 years at this point, but yeah. So what we need to do this episode is we need to start evaluating what we have with Tampa and what we can do to get better. Now, here's an important thing to remember. Tampa made the playoffs last year at 91 and 71. Which is not ideal. I like to have teams that are a little bit worse off so that I can get a couple of good draft picks. Let's talk about what we have that's special and what we need to do better. I'm going to trust... I don't have a scouting director. That seems... hell no. No, fuck you. You don't get him as the scouting director. I pick my scouting director. Alright, so first of all, it doesn't really matter what I pick, as long as apparently it's not easy going. I guess we like assholes on this club. So we go for scouting director. And we'll get scout ratings. And I think Jim Dougherty is probably okay. Like, he's certainly... I guess it comes down to Dougherty or Boschty. And if we sort, just so we can see the two real good ones at the top here. What's the difference between them? Well, it's whether we want to favor ability or favor tools. One moment. We're already a semi-advanced team, which is both good and less good. So there's a couple ways we could do this. One, we could go favor tools. This will help us get the highest upside people, even for picking them later in the draft. Or we could go favor ability to help us get the best players we can get right now. Because otherwise, these two guys are completely indistinguishable. That's the only difference between them, is whether we want to go tools or ability. Because we're in for 10 years, I think I'm gonna pick Mr. Boschty here, or Bocht. If you're a fan of San Diego, let me know how to actually say that, because I have no idea. Do we have a good young pitching coach? We probably don't, because the AI is fucking terrible about prioritizing coaches. Nope. Nah. Meh. You've got a lot of interesting managers here, but none of them strike me as like a good fit for pitching coach. Let us find ourselves the pitchingest pitching coach that ever pitching coached. I'm going to pick Shoemaker for a couple reasons. One, he's super young. But two, I love having excellent development and legendary mechanics in the majors. So this is a very easy choice for me. I will happily offer him the job of coaching dude. Alright, looks like a lot of contracts have been offered without my consent. So let's get this going. Alright, let us begin with Ronald Belisario. Belisario is a really good player. Here, let's look at it this way. Here you go. Belisario seems reasonable. Mark Reynolds. I mean, I'm not putting him at third base. I hope you understand that game. He is a best designated hitter. Or first baseman. He is not a third baseman. Victor Rios doesn't really thrill me. Like, what is my goal here? Why would I offer him any money? The answer is I won't. Ryan Theriot, I mean, he's not asking for very much money. I could probably do better, though, so I think I will go ahead and withdraw his offer. Mark Reynolds is fine. Mark Tien is just a dude. Like, he's not a bad dude, but again, if we're going to make the most out of our chances, we need to be smart about who we offer new deals to. And I think I'm going to withdraw that offer, and we're going to keep these three. Then I'm going to start trading people. Jesse Foppert, I agree. He can just be waived. Gary Majewski does nothing for me. Non-tendered. Alright, let's trade Mark Tien. And I will look... Actually, it's actually a good start. I do actually want a starting pitcher. If I can get one. Okay, Jake Peavy from the Angels. I'm just not convinced that's a great look. Unless they're willing to eat a substantial portion of his salary. What if I asked you to eat his entire salary? And then I asked, okay. I'm not giving you Gomez, so I'll just keep working this down a bit. You'll eat half his salary, and it significantly upgrades our rotation. Done. That just makes us a better team. Like, there's no disputing it. We are a better team with him. Alright. Next on the list, if no one's going to want Majewski or Foppert, what about Theriot? For the right player, I will push in a couple of chips. Sam LeCure isn't terrible. I think he's just earned a shot in the bigs. So yes, I will trade for him. And then I'll just chuck him right on the Major League roster. Let's trade Victor Rios. Okay. Nobody's offering anything all that interesting. Brandon Phillips, eh? And my current second baseman is Edgar Urbina. Urbina's actually not terrible, though. He's not perfect, but he's not terrible. Yeah, I'll look at veterans, too. I've got quite a bit of money to spend. I'm going to want to be in the free agent market, but if I can get, like... Look, if the Twins will eat part of his contract, I will acquire AJ Pierzynski. I think that's a pretty solid choice. I don't need Carlos Pena, especially not for that cost. I don't need JD Drew, especially for that cost. Or Aaron Rowland. But I need to update it. I do need to upgrade a catcher. So let's go for Pierzynski, and let's make this real simple. I want to pay him no money. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. We're getting there. I just got Jake Peavy, and Ian Kennedy isn't that exciting. I'll tell you what. Let's see if I can make this happen. I can wait a day or two to see. Perfect. Yeah, that was an incredibly valuable move to me. We got a premium defensive catcher who can also hit okay. And the best part is we're paying very little for him. So that's going to really help us with developing a young pitching staff. So what do we have pitching staff-wise? Well, we have Lackey, Lynn, and PV now, with Verlander potentially, and then somebody needs to be a fifth starter. That's fine. We're going to do a lot more. I think the bullpen is a big area we can upgrade in. So we'll work on that in the offseason. Or I guess now. Position player-wise, I like where we are with Hayward and Kemp. We're going to see what the new guy thinks of Carlos Gomez. The new scouting director, that is. I don't think we're keeping Tejada because he is going to be a free agent. Who presently is going to be a free agent? Who is worth keeping? I like Casey Kochman. I don't like him enough to pay him a big salary, though. So I think we let him walk. LaCroix definitely can walk. Parquet, nothing special there. Brian Reith can go. Alexis Rios can go. I wouldn't hate having Rios as a reserve if he could handle center, but he can't. Tejada. Like, there's a lot worse shortstops in Major League Baseball than Miguel Tejada. But I'd like to think we can do a little better than that. And David Wright is a no thank you. I'm going to offer some minor league contracts to anybody who performed well, just to keep our depth up. Okay. Excellent. We got our pitching coach. Lovely. I can't remember if Bruce Bochy was a manager or a general manager. Oh, you're one of the guys offered a minor league deal too. That's fine. We got our scouting director. Let's immediately turn off that stupid scouting report. Let's rejuggle this. Let's start with everything at 25. I don't think international scouting is a thing in our league. It is not. So set that to 0. Alright, so first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that we've got good Major League scouting. So let's go for 40%. And then we're going to do 35% amateur and 25% minor league scouting. I have quite a bit of money, but I kind of like keeping it as a baseline for right now, until I can actually figure out how this is going to work. Carlos Gomez and Jason Hayward both won Gold Gloves. I wonder if any of the Pirates won Gold Gloves. We can just stay here. Not a 1. Ricky Nelson is at least fair. I don't mind giving him an extension, but if he wants to leave, he can leave. I'm not gonna force him. I do. Oh, Carlos Maldonado. Okay. Let's take a look here. Any Pirates? Nope. I mean, also no Rays, so that's fair. Holy shit, the LA Angels are a damn good offensive team. That's a pretty nice up-the-middle combination. Maybe not Christian Guzman, who is whatever, but... Hey, we had the AL Rookie of the Year in Tampa. That's cool. Mike Trout was a unanimous Rookie of the Year. I can't really disagree with that. Really? Okay. I mean, that's odd. My 1 years. I've been a hitting coach for 10 minutes. And it was amazing. Let's go ahead and grab Kevin Baez for now. To be a donkey. Hey, Alex Gonzalez got MVP on the way out, though. That's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, that's right. It was the Rockies last season. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know why I kept looking for the Pirates. I think it matters anything, though. No, Alex Gonzalez got Silver Slugger. Did he get a Gold Glove? He did not. Hey, you know what? I'm glad that Alex Gonzalez got himself an MVP. I think he deserved it. I think he deserved it. Alright, friends, comrades, immortal nemesis. I'm going to go to free agent filings just because I want to see who is left, or what positions I need to fill. And that'll tell me how I need to spend my money. Are you joking that Joe Mauer is available and I just traded? Oh, hell no. That would take my entire contract. I can't afford that. Okay, so I got about $50 million right now. And presently, I need a shortstop. I need a first baseman. And where's Jake Peavy? Oh, he just isn't in the rotation yet. And I need one starting pitcher. Maybe two. I'll see several relievers. Okay. So let's kick the tires on some free agents. I mean, Albert Pujols would be a pretty amazing addition. Right? Like, the only downside to him... Oh, he's literally got the fucking flu. I will absolutely offer Albert Pujols a ginormous contract. It worked perfectly for the Angels. How could it go wrong for me? I will actually go ahead and put him in for 4 years. I don't want to give a player this old that big a contract. I'll give you the 5th year, though. That seems reasonable to me. Done. That takes care of both first baseman and top quality hitter. Let's get us a shortstop. Somebody that ideally won't cost as much money. So I want a shortstop who can handle the position quite well. I mean, I'd love Jose Reyes, but I know I can't afford him too. That's too much. That would easily bankrupt us, and I don't want to have that much money tied up in only 2 players. Oh, Derek Jeter being terrible makes me glad. It fills me with joy. Rafael Furcal isn't a bad little player. He'd add some much-needed veteran leadership. I could see that working out. Christian Guzman, not so much. Yeah, J.J. Hardy can't really hit. Then again, a lot of these fuckos can't hit. I could get the lesser Alex Gonzalez. So I think actually Furcal is... He's a good shortstop. He's a switch hitter. He can get on base. I think he'd be worth a couple of wins. So let's make Mr. Furcal. I'm not giving him that long a contract, though. You can have a 1-year prove-it deal. That I will give you. All right. Let's look for some value, shall we? Really good overall players that don't want a big amount of cash. I've already had Austin Kearns, so I don't think I could get involved in that sweepstakes. You know, I do need a fifth starter. What are we looking at the discount pitching market? It doesn't have to be super discount, just reasonably discount. I mean, I could bring in former Colorado Rocky Sean Chacon. But I kind of want to go with other players I haven't had before. Ryan Vogelsong is thoroughly inoffensive. And I like that. I can live with that. Alright, let's go up to the Hall of Fame voting. I don't want to lose you. I'm willing to keep you around for a bit longer. Let's do some Hall of Fame voting. A pity vote to Carlos Baerga. Not really a pity vote, but... Will Clark, definitely. Tom Gordon. Mark Grace, not so much. I think there's plenty of first basemen there to not really get all that excited about. I'll toss a vote to Juan Guzman. Just because Tony Gwynn makes me laugh. I'm Mr. Padre. Never played for the Padres. 25 win WAR as a reliever is pretty tough, but I mean, if I vote for him, I have to vote for Mike Maddox, and I guess I'm okay with that, but it doesn't feel great. Mike Lieberthal, absolutely not. Like, not even in a million years. Vote for Edgar Martinez. I'll vote for Don Mattingly too. And the Crime Dog. Definitely Musina and Nabholz. I think both of them deserve it. I'll vote for Tim Raines. It's going to be a waste of time. Mariano Rivera was thoroughly unremarkable in this timeline, so I kind of have to let that one go. John Smiley, yes. Bill Spires, yes. Terry Steinbach, yes, in my opinion. Trombley and Valero don't do anything for me. And then Mo Vaughn, no thanks. If we can come up with Albert Pujols, I think it will significantly improve our baseline offense. And we got it. I'm going to lose my first round draft pick. And that's fine. Because I'm not going to be able to get a player as good as Albert Pujols as late in the draft as I'm picking. Like, that's just... this is a home run, pardon the pun, pick. Like, there is no downside to having Albert Pujols. None. He's an amazing baseball player, a really cool human being, and he's even a pretty decent first baseman. I'm over the moon getting that particular piece of business done nice and early. I don't want Pat Nashak, thank you. Look, here's the thing, right? Like, I'm going to be able to get my pick of reliever in the draft, even without a first-round pick. Ooh, Bryce Harper. I mean, I was going to get Bryce Harper anyway. He's probably going to be the first overall draft pick, but... yep, I have no first-round pick. That's fine. It's a good thing I didn't want a starting pitcher, because they're gone already. Are there any interesting position players before I start digging into relievers? Not really. Yeah, it's real hard to argue that any of these players is all that worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and draft Trevor Rosenthal. Shore up my bullpen a bit. Let's grab Guardians hero, Corey Allen. I think that seems like a winner. I'd rather get Diekman over Cingrani because Cingrani is only a strikeout guy. But Diekman is, like, he has everything but control, which means I've got a better chance of him being a decent reliever. And then I'm just going to let my scouting director pick whoever he wants the last couple of rounds. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to offer all the deals. Signing Albert Pujols feels so good, though. Like, just being in a position to just jump in and make a splash and probably one of the best offensive players in the game is, as they say, a good deal. I'm not picking up Glenn Perkins, though. I have nothing against Glenn Perkins, but I'm adding 3 quality relievers. Okay, good. For Colin Vogelsong, let's quickly add them to the roster. There we go. Any position I feel weak about? I'm not overly sold on Edgar Urbina being a long-term solution at second base, but I think he's good enough for now. But I'm probably not bringing him back at the end of the year. What would I target in the Rule 5? I wouldn't mind another starter if there is one available. I do think that would be a valuable thing for me to have. Look, here's the thing. I don't like Tim Redding that much. He's not that good a pitcher. He's whatever. But you know what he is? He is somebody with the stamina to be a starting pitcher in an emergency. Then again, I could just go to free agency. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? No, fuck off. I'll just literally sign another starting pitcher in free agency. It's fine. Not Sean Chacon, though. I'm not bringing back Jim Park. Didn't I have Adam Eaton? I guess I didn't. Yes, I did. I had him right at the end there. What about Brett Myers? I genuinely don't remember if I ever had him or not. This is literally just getting a cheap arm to throw innings in case somebody gets hurt. That's your only objective, your only role. I'm not giving you a rotation spot. I'm not guaranteeing that. Don't be stupid. I can get Josh Hamill, who's almost as good as you are, for less money. Oh no, he did pitch for Colorado. He is verboten to me then. I'm really curious to see if somebody like a Kelvin Escobar's price falls. I doubt that it will, but I don't want to spend a lot of money on it because I want to make sure that I have enough money to keep around the players if I need to. Speaking of, is there anybody here who is absolutely essential to our future success? There is not at the moment. Oh, Jake Peavy could opt out at the end of this year. Will he? I don't know. We're gonna find out, though. Alright, let's go to Hall of Fame voting results. Let's see who wins. Mike Maddox making the Hall of Fame where Greg Maddux didn't is hilarious to me. Right? Like, did Greg Maddux make the Hall of Fame in our... Oh, he did make it. Okay. I'd say that'd be fucking funny as shit, though. Like, Mike Maddox Hall of Famer, Greg Maddux also ran. What a topsy-turvy world. Really? One person voted for Mike Lieberthal? Okay. I don't know how much money he owed you, but apparently it was enough. Alright, we're gonna go all the way up to spring training. Sounds good, Brett. I will offer you $1.8 million, and that is it. Because you're literally here in case somebody gets hurt. You're my break glass in case of starting pitcher. Okay. Cool. I mean, I'm sorry that the fans are sad, but I replaced him with Albert fucking Pujols, so maybe settle down. Like, if you asked any single person in Major League Baseball, up to and including Casey Kochman, would you rather Albert Pujols or Casey Kochman? It's not going to be Kochman. I think even Mrs. Kochman would be like, you know what? No, stick with Albert. Alright, we're going to get some spring training invites to you fine feathered friends. Brad Brock Lesnar. Sure. You do what you want in spring training. I don't really mind. I mean, I'm not really convinced that Rafael Furcal should be leading off, but I will keep an open mind. What a lineup we've got now. Like, our pulls just makes us better. I do think Carlos Gomez is being overpaid, though. If he's not bringing in all of the gold gloves, I think he's going to have a hard time being a valuable player. But we'll talk. We'll see. All right, let us simulate spring training. The Yankees did add Joe Mauer. I did notice that. So this is not going to be a gimme by any stretch of the imagination. I don't care. Alright, so I gotta get down to 25. I presently have 19 pitchers. I'd like to have 12. So let's start chasing off the bad players. Canchola, get the fuck out of here. Down to 18. Down to 17. Down to 16. Down to 15. Down to 14. Down to 13. Don't want to do that game, but okay, fine, I'll put him on the IL. Alright, we're now down to 12 pitchers. And they're exactly where I want them to be. I like the idea of keeping Drew Storm, but giving him a little bit smaller of a role. Well, I think he is a talented pitcher. I don't think he is dominant in the way that Trevor Rosenthal is. So, let us instantly snap up. Let's hand out some major league contracts to our big three relievers. I have 4 catchers, and I don't need 4 catchers. How did Maldonado end up back on the roster? I'm not quite sure. Brian Pena is at least a competent defender, which is more than I can say for Heat Pass. And then 2 position players gotta go. I don't need a center fielder who can't play center field. That seems pretty stupid. Luis Perez is a decent defender. Jaden Covington is just not that great. So let's go ahead and waive him. All right, we're down to our opening day 25 player roster. Now I'm going to rebuild the lineup and depth charts in my image, the way that I believe they ought to be. Okay. First, easy, ridiculous choice. Albert Pujols is the number 3 hitter. I could make a case for him being the number 2 hitter, but he doesn't have quite the on-base skills I'd like to have out of my number 2 hitter. Hitting number 2 is probably Jason Hayward, unless Hayward hits leadoff. And I think he... That's interesting. Let's start filling other spots real fast. I'm going to put Reynolds as cleanup as the DH. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong freaking thing here. Sorry, game. Let's try this again. Batting ratings. Pujols bats 3rd. Mark Reynolds bats 4th. Matt Kemp bats 5th. The alternative is Matt Kemp bats 2nd and Jason Hayward leads off. I kind of like that idea. I kind of like it a lot. Because Jason Hayward is easily the best leadoff guy on the team. He's a tremendous talent in that sense. Okay. So that's 4 positions filled. Mark Reynolds is not playing third base. He is absolutely DHing. I don't even know why that's a question. Okay, so who hits 5th? AJ Pierzynski hits for an okay average, but I don't think I'd trust him as the 5th place hitter. I think he's better suited to bat a little bit lower in the lineup, like 6th or 7th. I think it has to be Pearson's scheme. Then Laurie. Then Furcal. Gomez bats last, and then Edgar Urbina bats 8th. No, I'm going to swap Urbina and Laurie. I said Urbina and Laurie. That's fine. Alright. And if we generate the depth chart... Beautiful. Everybody's happy. We don't have a great bench. I think that's something that does give me some cause for concern. But I also don't hate it. I'd like you to go ahead and regenerate the depth chart here, please. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait a minute. I literally cannot have him bat clean up there. I can't have a clean up him with absolutely no power, so yeah. And then I'll copy you and paste you here. Let's regenerate the depth chart. There we go. Just so that Mark Reynolds is deemed an option off the bench. So, we're not a super deep team. And that's fine. It's not amazing, but if we're going to get anywhere, it's going to be off the backs of Hayward, Kemp, Reynolds, and Pujols. Is that going to be enough? I genuinely don't know. We have a much improved bullpen. And we have at least 3 top-notch starters. And Verlander is certainly not terrible, and neither is Vogelsong. We do need young pitching at some point, but I'm comfortable with what we've got. Our biggest issue is going to be is if we lose any of our starters for a lengthy period of time, we could be in a lot of trouble. But I don't see what I'd do about that. I don't see what option I have to replace that. I could try treating like a John Mayberry Jr. to try to pick up an interesting offensive prospect. Because a guy like Mayberry is going to be a nightmare in Tampa. I just want to look at batters, please. And nobody wants him. That's fine. Because when we look at the ballpark, it suppresses offense. Especially with left-handed batters. It's not quite to the degree as say, like the Pirates did. But it's still something we're going to have to watch out for. Alright, my friends. Let us see what this season can bring us. My mining system is dog shit. And that's with 3 opening day position players on the roster. So we definitely have lots of work to start building up a quality thing here. What happened? Oh, all these fuckers. Yeah, you can all go to the miners. That's fun. Okay, that's kind of bullshit. That is really unfortunate. Do not like. What do we got left in free agency? Is there a third baseman of some repute? Here's an idea. Somebody who's not fucking terrible at playing third base. Wow, if I want any defense at third base, I can't have offense. Bill Brown seems just like a terrible choice. Yeah, let's grab Bill Hall. Unless there's an intriguing third baseman on the trade block, which there is not. I think there is Mike Mesa. I know nobody else is able to fix him, but maybe I can fix him. Maybe I can make him into an all-star. I mean, it certainly wouldn't cost me much, right? Yeah, okay. I need the third baseman. And I know Mesa is kind of a lottery ticket. I understand that. But I've also got a guy like John Mayberry who isn't the worst choice as like a bat off the bench. I mean, I don't like how big a role Mike Mesa's getting, but we will see what happens here. Oh, we shall see. There you go. And then give me depth charts. There you go. If we're only going to be out for 2 weeks, my advice to you is just, like, behave. Alright, so we get Bill Hall. I'm going to keep him in the minors for right now. I think Mesa's fine. I think Mesa has... He's got a decent amount of upside. Just because, as long as he plays good defense and just runs into the odd baseball, we're going to see some nice stuff out of him. Yes, this just in. Albert Pujols, good player. It checks out. Fantastic news. Go to the minors. Can you stop injuring third baseman, game? Just stop. I guess we do get Bill Hall, which is not anything I wanted in the least, but here we are. Like, I don't care what the game says, I am not playing Mark Reynolds at third base. No way, no how. What the actual fuck, guys? Okay, who the hell is my team trainer? You're literally the worst. I would like to fire you right now. Let's grab Danny Diaz. Edgar Urbia wants a raise and a new contract. I absolutely cannot promise you that. Am I really being forced to play John Mabry? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put Reynolds on the IL. And I guess we will have John freaking Mayberry be our cleanup guy until what's his face is ready to come back. Good, your first job, don't let my people get fucking hurt. Like, what did I tell you guys in spring training? That we didn't have a ton of depth, and here we are, just like, yeah. Alright, so what are we looking at? How is the team doing this year? We're third in runs scored. Mostly thanks to the top three. But AJ Przinsky has low-key done very well for himself here in Tampa. But yeah, Jason Hayward, Matt Kemp, Albert Pujols, all among the best at their positions. We're getting really good pitching, like just across the board. Things are going quite well for the team. Certainly not flawlessly, but I think quite well is a good description. Now, that being said, we have a lot of vulnerabilities too. I am not at all convinced that we have a good enough. If we're all healthy, I feel a little bit better about our team's depth. I don't feel perfect about it, but I feel better about it. But I am somewhat concerned about the future for some of these folks. Furcall is just here to be a dude this year, but I think we do need a longer-term answer at shortstop. Jake PV could opt out of his contract, and if he does, and that's fine. Let's go ahead and advance time until people start coming back from injury. Or we could just take one more down in Carlos Gomez. Thanks, game. God, don't make me pick Nuke fucking Logan. Please, game, I beg of you. Randy Wynn would be a rental, but I can honestly think of a lot worse choices. But then again, what do we have in free agency at this point? Probably nothing spectacular. Really? Nobody wanted Luis Castillo. Okay. I will happily snap up Rocco Baldelli. He's coming home, guys. He's coming home to Tampa. Remember when Tampa had Rocco Baldelli and Carl Crawford? I remember that. He was actually a pretty solid player. Both of them were. I mean, I remember Carl Crawford getting, like, all the press. Like, this guy's gonna be, like, the next fucking Mickey Mantle or Willie Mays or whatever. And he was a solid player, don't get me wrong, but hardly, you know, anything special. Alright, so that's center field dealt with. For a call, I've got an idea. Look at the fucking scoreboard and shut the fuck up. I would happily trade for a call if I had a shortstop I could trust. I do not. Okay, great. Brett Lawrie is back. That means probably goodbye to Bill Hall. Like, I'm not telling you that Brett Lawrie is flawless, but he's a really good defensive third baseman that can hit enough to carry his glove. And that's really all you're looking for in a baseballer, is somebody whose glove is good enough to carry their bat. Or bat good enough to carry their glove, whichever way you like to look at it. Okay. I like Mike Meza. I like him better than John Mayberry. So I will go ahead and promote him. And I'm going to go ahead and set up for generating depth charts. And then as soon as I get Mark Reynolds back, we will get rid of John Mayberry. Thank you for your limited service. And then Mark Reynolds instantly slides in as DH. I know Vogelsong and Brett Myers might want to come back. I don't think I want either one of them back. I mean, Vogelsong is pitching okay. But he's like literally replacement level. I don't see why I need to get hot and bothered about replacement level. I just think there's better choices to be had. And in fact, if we get close to the trade deadline and we're in like playoff position, I'm probably thinking about trying to pick up a new fifth starter. That is probably a strong consideration. All right. Let us roll that beautiful beam footage. Will Bill Hall take a demotion? He will. He's a team player. Well done, Billy boy. The Yankees are tough, though. The Yankees are extremely tough. And I don't know what I can do at this point. I know Mark Reynolds doesn't look super impressive, but keep in mind how much time he's missed. And I do genuinely think we have at least another season like 2011 potentially. We don't have a very deep lineup. It's very top heavy. So I do think one of the things they're going to address in the offseason is trying to pick up another player or two to really supplement this offense and make it into the caliber of offense it could be. Which is fun. I enjoy improving offenses. I think it's easier for me to upgrade offenses than pitching staffs, so I am all about that. All right, let's talk coaching. Bob Guerin is terrible. You can get fucked. Eddie Zambrano is actually fine. I will keep Eddie Zambrano. Just because I don't want there to be too much turnover among the coaches. Rafael Santana is, like, as a third base coach, he's a decent choice. So I will offer him an extension as well. Tom Gorman. We have a lot of like decent managers that are playing in roles that they're not really suited for. Andres Moore might actually get promoted to be a bench coach. It looks like he could handle it. If that's the case, then Tom Gorman gets promoted to AAA manager, so I'll give him a new contract. I'm fine with Bruce Bochy. He can be a hitting coach. Glenn Brummer can get fucked. Daryl Ackerfelds is not like the worst manager in the game, but he's not good enough to keep. Joel Youngblood is actually pretty talented. I think he's a solid leader for Rookie League. Everyone else is leaving and being replaced. We're going to upgrade our coaching staff. That is for sure. Also, fuck you for being a piece of shit, Trevor Bauer. Hopefully, video game Trevor Bauer makes far better life choices than real life one did. Carlos Gomez. Like, there's no upside of keeping him in the lineup. So the question is, who goes to the minors? I think it's Mike Meza if he will take a demotion. He will not take the demotion. I was kind of afraid of that. I mean, if I have Baldelli, why am I keeping Nuke Logan? That's a very good question. And I will do things to him. Alright, so Carlos Gomez is going to be rocking in center field. And then we're going to rebuild the depth chart. Do that. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to keep Rocco Baldelli. If he isn't going to cost me a lot of money, I will very strongly consider keeping him around. Dude, no. You're not a starting caliber outfielder. Get fucked. Alright, who made the All-Star Game roster? Well, Brett Myers made it. Somehow. Tampa, Poole starting for Tampa. We also got Matt Kemp and Jason Hayward. So our stars all made it. Like, I could maybe argue a starting pitcher should have made it. But I mean, I'm not going to compete with Chris Sale's amazing season. Who is my best pitcher? My best pitcher is John Lackey. I mean, John Lackey's better than Matt Harvey or John Lester. But there is no other Texas All-Star. There is one more White Sox All-Star. I guess if I wanted to be picky, I would have demanded that John Lester get bumped for John Lackey, but it's fine. Who made it from Colorado? Alex Gonzalez still going strong. Jose Tabata finally unlocks his potential. I always hated him. They picked up Doug Minkiewicz to play first base. I respect that. God, who was Colorado's first baseman? I don't even remember, guys. I just don't remember. Alright, Nuke Logan, will you accept your fate? You will not accept your fate. $4 million? Good lord. What can I get for you? You know what? I would happily take on a veteran starting pitcher. Kevin Millwood, though? No. What if I ate his contract? I mean, I could bring in Eric Milton. These guys all kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie here. What if I just got any player for Nuke Logan? Is there anybody of interest here? I mean, I could get Eric O'Flaherty. What if I eat none of his contract? Okay, I'm actually getting legitimate offers here. Oh, interesting. I could bring in Chris Benson to be a starter. I don't think that's a great idea, but I could. Yeah, let's bring in... I know I had Chris... No, I had Chris Benson before, didn't I? I did have Chris Benson before. Oakland, I'm not even saying that Kevin Millwood wouldn't be an okay picture to grab, but I am not paying his full contract. You're going to be eating a substantial chunk of his contract. But I'm not giving you a good player either. I can't give up any of these players. They're all too important to our success as a club. I will offer you Brett Myers, and then I'm going to step this back up. If it means I'm getting 70% of... No, I have to get rid of him now. Yeah, this is fine. So the $1,000,000 question is, does Kevin Millwood come in immediately as a fifth starter, or does Ryan Vogelsong keep that job rest of the season? Vogelsong's been below replacement level. So is Kevin Millwood, though. I guess Millwood is marginally better. So let's try this. And see if Millwood can be a reliable fifth starter. And honestly, that's as much as getting rid of Nuke Logan as it was adding in that. So we're going to trading deadline. Alright, so there's one move that seems pretty obvious to me. Is Jason Botts any good at all? No, he is literally terrible. What if anybody wants Bill Hall? Okay, I'm going to try something a little crazy to see if this will fly. What if I offered Hall and Urbina? Is there a second baseman to be had there? Eric Ibar is undeniably better than Urbina. Like, it's not even a remote question of who the better plays. It's clearly Eric Ibar. Ibar is a good contact guy with decent gap power. He plays second base better than Urbina. Is there a better fit, though? Tempting, but no. Russ Adams is fine. I kind of like Ibar better, though. And Russ Adams is a slightly better second baseman. And he does have a little bit more well-rounded offensive profile, but I think that's all right. Yeah, plus Ibar's a switch hitter. I'm convinced. Interesting. Apparently Eric Ibar is a huge asshole. I guess I should have checked that. It is what it is, though. And I do think he makes us better right now. I'm going to put AJ... No, I'm going to leave Pierzynski where he is right now. Like, I don't really care if Ibar is the... No, actually, I do care about this. I'd rather do that. And then that's fine. He wants a pretty substantial raise. I'm not sure that's my path forward, though. I think I'd rather pick up some other upgrades. Alright, so I'm sitting here with $12 million burning a hole in my pocket. Is there a premium starting pitcher available? Yeah. Getting a young guy like Kazner is gonna cost me a pretty penny, isn't it? Oh, I see why he's on the block. Okay, because he's actually kind of expensive. I wonder if Andy Pettitte wants an opportunity for one last ride. What if I offered you the absolute cream? Oh, wait, you'll take, like, a mediocre reliever. What if I offered you Ryan Vogelsong? And hey, you want David Cooper too? Done. Now this is what I was looking for. A really talented starting pitcher. And this then puts Millwood in a role that I think he's a little better suited for, which is emergency starting. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not saying I'm looking to extend him. He's already 40. And it seems like a pretty bad choice to me. But what he does is he puts you in a better position to potentially make the playoffs. Because that's what we're playing for at this point. So a one-year veteran here or there is certainly not going to hurt us. Wouldn't it be delicious irony if Andy Pettitte is the reason that I knocked the Yankees out of the postseason? That'd be pretty funny. Okay, you guys are all getting replaced. That's fine. A clutch shutout by Lance Lynn. You'd love to see that. I'm not gonna mess with roster extension though. Like I genuinely don't know who I'd even want to call up. I mean, I guess John Mayberry back wouldn't be a terrible idea. He's actually done quite well for us in the minors. But I think that's it. I think he's the only player that I would want to call up here. All right, let us simulate through the end of September. Okay, that is fucking terrible. And my only choice now is free agency. Like, I don't have another way to get a catcher. Let's see, I could have David Ross, who can hit but not catch. Justin Sims can at least catch in such ways to not embarrass himself, so I think I have to call upon him. I could bring back... I mean, yeah, there's Nick Johnson. Is this the one who played for the Yankees as a first baseman? No, this is just some dude. Okay. And Juan Prince is at least 33 and a really good catcher. Like, it's either gonna be... No, I think it has to be Sims. I think Sims is the best compromise candidate and someone who's offensively useful and a decent catcher. So yes, I need you to sign immediately. Like, I don't want you to even wait for 1 second. There we go. And I think the thing I find most frustrating is that, like, I don't have an offensive catcher that I trust. Like, Brian Pena is not the worst, but he's definitely not good. But I guess he has to do it, right? Like, I'd rather trust Pena than Sims. No, actually, I think I would rather trust Sims. This is getting brutal, who we're having to put in the lineup just to field a competitive lineup. Like, I'm not saying we're doomed or anything like that, but this is really poorly timed. Because Brzezinski has quite honestly been extremely valuable to our success. I love a nice little run here, though, where I could put a little bit of space. I mean, that's whatever. Did you get somebody important suspended? Kyle Kendrick? Rocco. Rococo. All right, we clinched a playoff spot. We won 99 games this year. We won 100 games this year. Holy shit, guys. I love it. I love everything about it. And I get a... Oh, this is one of the first years, actually. So, yeah, there's 6 playoff... There's, how many playoff teams again? Oh yeah, there's the playoff play-in game. I'll get to face the winner of that game. Hey, the Rockies had a great season too. Wouldn't that be bonkers if we got to play the Rockies in the World Series? I know that would be bonkers. Alright, playoff roster time. I can add one player to the postseason roster. But it can't be Justin Sims, can it? Because I didn't get until after that. Oh, this is going to be bad. I don't have a catcher to add. I can literally not use any catchers. That's frustrating. I really want Andy Pettitte. And Justin Verlander struck out enough people that I think he'll be a good postseason starter. I'm going to go ahead and leave PV off the 4-man rotation. Because I think I like having the veteran know-how of Andy Pettitte to stabilize us. And you, my dude, are going to be an amazing middle reliever. You're going to get some shit done. Guys, I don't know who our emergency catcher is. Like, yeah, Brian Pena gets to do all of the catching now. And, like, if his, like, body parts fall off, that's unfortunate. But you got to play every day, my dude. That's pretty bad, actually. Alright. I'm gonna, just in case, I'm gonna turn my headphones on. Just in case we get to a point where, let's see here. The Yankees. So that'll be my opponent in the division series. Neat. Alright. The Yankees are going to be tough. But I think I have a deeper rotation than they do. Like, Roy Halladay is obviously incredible. And don't have a bad rotation. But I do think mine is just a tiny bit better. So we'll see what happens. That was clutch. Lance Lynn coming in, pitching like the ace we know he can be. John Lackey pitches extremely effectively as well. And it wasn't Andy Pettitte, but it was our bullpen, which was a major topic of upgrade. So yes, well done, team. Very well done. And in LCS, I'm playing the Cleveland Guardians. Ooh. Alright. Oh dear, Lance Lynn got lit up. John Lackey helps us bounce back, though. Cleveland stuck with Jody Garrett. Oh, that makes me happy. I liked Jody Garrett a lot. Oh, snap. We are getting lit up. And we don't have the kind of offense that can keep up with us normally. Yeah. I know this is an elimination game, but I'm not going to bother. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. If we make it to Game 7, then I will play the game. And we did. So we're going to get ourselves a pretty wild game, I think. Alright, I'm just doing a real quick check of something here. No, you're not getting audio. Maybe you are getting audio, and I just... It is kind of quiet, so we'll see what happens here. Alright, Andy Pettitte. I'd like you to pitch super good right now. Just the best you've ever pitched. Nice work. There you go. And to Andrelton Simmons. And Brian McCann. Nicely done. A very economical, efficient inning. You love to see it. So, Hishashi Iwakuma is gonna have, like, if we can get a good piece of his pitches, we're gonna be able to drive him. Which is gonna be nice, because his movement is pretty crappy. I'm gonna trust you to do your thing, Jason Hayward. Foul out to shortstop is not what I wanted. Why did you swing at that? You have much better plate discipline than that. Really? That's an out. It's a loud one, but it is an out. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some soul searching if we're gonna make this game work. Oh no. That's a homer. Like, I just saw him. Like, oh my gosh. That was a good pitch, too. Like, that was... Yeah, I'm not even gonna sit there and tell you that that was cheap or anything. Like, that was a pitch on the outside part of the plate, and you just destroyed it. So I will take my medicine there. Oh, come on, don't give him another run. I think we need to get Pettit out of the game here. Probably. Alright, we're going to take some pitches. We're going to make Iwakuma work here. If we can. Wow. Alright. Hey, we got him to take 3 pitches. That's something. Yeah, we need to just wear him down a bit. We gotta play the long game. It's not gonna be easy, though. Like, he is peppering the strike zone. But we can start working into hitters' counts. We can maybe start trying to do some damage. That's not even close. And go ahead and take your swing now. There we go. No hitter broken up. That's good hard baseballing right there. Eric Ibar could, Eric Ibar could steal if we asked him to. He's absolutely terrified of Eric Ibar stealing second. I don't know why, but he is. That is a pretty nasty pitch. Strikeout is not what I was looking for. And an easy roller. Whatever. I just got through telling you how I needed to pull him out of the game, and then I didn't warm anybody up. Nice play for call. Very nice play. That would look like that was an out for me. But I guess not. Do not give up another homer. A walk is fine. There we go. So let's go ahead and get Jake Peavy warmed up. I feel pretty good about Jake Peavy's chances here. Hey, a nice little bloop for call. I appreciate that. Alright, Gomez, I want you to take some pitches here. Because for call is really fucking fast, so if I can get you into a hitter's count, I'm going to do a hit and run. Let's try it. Really? Oh, he's fouled it off. Okay. Would you fucking quit, Iwakuma? I will stab you in the face. Alright, we're making him work. I want that hit and run, though. Damn it! Oh, you fouled it again! Wow, this is like a hero at bat right here. You are wearing him out. Just keep fouling the damn thing off. And the hit and run at least broke up the double play. I will happily take that when it means that Jason Hayward is now up to bat. You know, we can be a little bit more aggressive. Oh my gosh! How are you striking my people out so easily? Like, even my really good contact guys are striking out. For call of better score. There we go. Alright, now we're looking at... Now we're making a bit of noise. I'm going to do a hit and run with Matt Kemp. Matt Kemp is a really good base runner. Of course, if you just hit a 2-run homer, that doesn't matter how fast Matt Kemp is. Let's put a little more pressure on him, Mark Reynolds. No, just want to strike out? Okay. Alright, Andy Pettit, your service has been very notable, but you are not playing your best today. Shake PV, I need you to be very good. That does not mean walking the first batter you face. What is with that fucking stupid decision, PV? You take the easy out. Was that a double play? Nicely done. I would like to go to warm up Jake Diekman because their lefties are very, very good. But I think I have to let PV pitch at least one more inning before I can think about a reliever. Nice work, A-Bar. That is some frickin' hustle right there. That is an out right there. Just a light little blooper. Yes, go for it, A-Bar. Really? Fuck you, A-Bar, or Sweeney. You jackass. I don't know how you got that throw in, but whatever. Yeah, I need you to pitch your very, very best, Mr. PV. Brilliant. Good work. Very good work. All right. All right, Jason Hayward, I need you to get on base because you're my leadoff guy and all you've done is strike out today. Seriously. Wow. All right, come on, PV. All right. Good start, good start. I don't know what pitch you're throwing that it's just dying off their bat, but it's really effective. Beautiful. Alright, so we're at the bottom of the lineup, which is admittedly can be still very effective. Let's go ahead and warm up Drew Storen. Pujols, I need you to murder a baseball, please. That was mildly inconveniencing the baseball, Albert Pujols. Not cool, dude. Not cool. Eric Ibar has just been a pest, and I mean that in the very best sense of the term today. Oh, damn. Brett Lawrie, you magnificent bastard. I love you. You are a true American hero. Alright. I'm not going to overthink this. I'm going to go ahead and pull PV. Or do I let him pitch one more inning? I'm just going to let him pitch until he gives up a base runner. Because I do want to try to save the bullpen now that we've got a bit more of a lead. I'm going to try to save the bullpen for the World Series if we can manage that. Boom. All right. I'm going to go ahead and sit down Storen because I think the guy that I would most like up is Jake Diekman. Oh, well. Hit and run. With a guy, like, if you can put good time contact on this ball, we should be in awfully good shape. But you didn't put gun contact on the ball. You got a weak fucking ground ball. And whatever. Okay. So here's the story. I want Diekman to face Ethier. So I will let PV pitch until he gives up a base runner. Or until we get to Brian McCann. One of the two. What a play for a call. What a play. Diekman, get in there. Really? Why, dude? Why? Why are you throwing a changeup that high, though? Like, to what? Oh, no. That's another homer. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be going into the 9th. Let's go ahead and get Cody Allen up. This is more to just get him some work because he hasn't pitched at all this postseason, or this series, it looks like, so... Yeah, single for Reynolds. I'll take it. How? What a dick move. Come on, Lawrie, make him pay. Is that going to score a run? It might. No, it doesn't. It just loads the bases. Okay. I would love to pinch hit for Brian Pena, but I don't have a backup catcher, so he's going to have to make him a big dude here. I mean, you stop the run. That's what matters most, but come on for a call. Really? All right. This all about shutting down Andre Ethier, because he is incredibly mortal against left-handed pitching in a way that he just isn't against right-handed pitching. There we go. You can pitch against Mark Ellis. I don't mind letting you close it out. Alright, you're done. Get him, Cody Allen. Nice. Alright, we made it. That was a roller coaster of a series. Like, we literally were down 3-1 and then won 3 straight. That's pretty amazing, I've got to say. It's the Rockies versus the Rays. Oh my gosh. How fucking wild is that? Pretty wild is the answer I was looking for there. Which means no matter how this series goes, one of my teams is winning the World Series. How did you get Tyler Skaggs? Oh, you drafted him. I see. Yikes. Okay. This is not a great start that they're obliterating my pitching in Tampa. I'm meant to be good at this shit. Alright, John Lackey shuts him down. But then Andy Pettitte gets clobbered. Justin Verlander gets a comeback. Alright, friends, this is the World Series. I will play both games. Because if I'm going to lose the World Series, it's going to be because I got beat. Like, it's too important. It's a World Series title. Alright. Come on, Lance Lynn. You've been a little bit disappointing. I'm hoping that you can play good baseball well today. Why would you take one of the best defensive first base in history and make him a DH? That doesn't make any sense to me. Any more than that shitty throw makes sense to me, but whatever, Hayward. Alex Gonzalez is immortal now. Barely. That's a run. Really, fucker? Oh, good play by Furcal, but I didn't want to give up a run at all. Come on, Jason Hayward. I need you to start playing better. A ground ball to fucking second base is not playing better. That's swinging at a pitch you shouldn't have swung at. Like, you're supposed to be good at plate discipline. Are we going to be in this situation again? I'm about to tell you to take pitches in order to get you to, like, watch for a good pitch to hit. Even fucking Albert Pujols hits this bullshit. It ain't like Matt Cain is that great at pitcher, guys. I mean, at least Albert Pujols made him work for it. So that's reassuring, but... Andrew Jones is still a scary hitter. I know he's aging. I know he's not quite as he used to be, but still. All right. Get Mark Reynolds up at the dish. I mean, of all the players that hit a single, I'd rather it not be him because he's so slow, but I'll take it. Because I can't really afford not to take it. Well, at least we got A-Bar on for at first. Mark Reynolds is going to stay in the game. That's very good. Oh, look at that inside-out hitting right there. That's exceptional work, Mr. Laurie. I mean, I don't really want to hit with Brian Pena, but... Run. Nice. Sack fly. That's honestly the best possible circumstance. I really want Laurie to try to take an extra base. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at this situational base running. That's quality baseball right there. I mean, yeah, Carlos Gomez strikes out, but let's not waste the fact that we tied the game and played really, really smart base running. That's an important skill in the postseason. Yeah, I'm not going to get cute and pitch around people. I don't think that ever does you much good unless the hitter is like somebody genuinely terrifying. Easy peasy, double playsy. Alright. Jason Hayward, I need you to start making noise in the good way in the postseason. That slider of Matt Cain's is pretty gnarly. There we go, ball 3. Mr. Hayward, you are trusted. You may take a swing if you wish. But if you want to draw a walk... What? Man, fuck Yadier Molina. No, that was a strike. I can't even argue with that. Damn it. All I gotta do is what I can do. I can get people into hitters' counts and then let them rip. Number 2 is not a strike. Come on, Albert. Somebody in my top 3 needs to have a nice inning. There we go. Alright, now Mark Reynolds, can you put the ball in play? I should have been more specific. I should have said, can you get a hit? You did put the ball in play, so I can't even get mad about you, but... Alright, how are you doing pitching-wise? You're doing okay. Wow, did he swing slowly? He must not have caught that that was a curveball. Because he looked kind of silly on that one. There we go. Nope. That is a meaningless fly ball. Nope. And yeah, honestly, We really miss A.J. Pierzynski. Both his solid bat and his defense, I think. But the defense has been very solid today. Nice work. If Furcall can get on base, that's going to be pretty big. But that's an out. Yeah, it's an out. Man, the pitch you should have destroyed was that curveball. Oh, well. If we just keep putting the pressure on, we will eventually chase Matt Cain. And Jason Hayward, what is with you this postseason? Also, that is not a fucking strike. Okay, that's not even close to a strike. So fuck you, umpire. I don't care how good Yadier Molina is. That's not even the zip code is a strike. Jason Hayward should be on first base right now. But that's alright. Minkevich has been a pain in the ass all game. So, of course, he executes this picture-perfect bunt to get a run in scoring position for Alex Gonzalez. I think he might have been out, but I'm not gonna... That's fine. Okay. Good defense, good defense. He has put up 6 very strong innings. I think we'd at least entertain the idea of getting someone in the bullpen up to deal with Euclid, Morrison, Molina. Let us get... Do I want Drew Storen warming up? It's a 7th inning, so Ronald Belisario makes a lot of sense, actually. Alright, come on, guys. Just give me a run here. Okay, a leadoff double is an excellent start. Come on, Pujols. Oh, yeah, they're not even thinking about that. Okay, we got to put on the pressure. That means taking pitches. Because I know Reynolds can hit the ball very, very far if he wants to. But... Really? 2 fucking meatballs... And then I look stupid because he changed speed success. Okay, Eric Ibar, do what you want. Except strike out. I need you to hit the fucking ball in play so that we can score a run. Come on, Brian Pena, please. Please. You fucker. Bases loaded, nothing happens. Oh my gosh. I gotta pull Lance Lynn. He's already pitched. He's only done 66 pitches. You know what? We can go a little bit longer. And struck him out. Alright, you know what? I don't want to fuck around. I'm going to go and bring in Belisario now. Nice play. Come on, Furcall, please. Get on base. Damn it! I'm going to let Belisario pitch more than just 1 out, so I will think about who to warm up in the 9th when the 9th rolls around. Can you just fucking get on base? No? I mean, God forbid Jason Hayward gets on base. He's just a fucking leadoff guy. This game is nerve-wracking as shit. Oh, you son of a bitch! Yes, put one of the base runners in the game on first base. Absolute fucking melon. Oh my god, Belisario. You just handed them the game. You just fucking handed Colorado the World Series. I hope you're pleased with yourself. What the fuck, dude? How do you play this badly? In such an important... Oh my god! You are human garbage, Ronald Belisario. I don't know what your fucking problem is, but you need to stop right now. Good God. Your incompetence is... It's limitless. You literally have no limit to your incompetence in this game. Go to the fucking mound. You are a piece of garbage. I don't know how you can come into a clutch situation and decide, I'm going to play as badly as I possibly can. Yeah, I'm just going to put one of the most dangerous base runners in Major League history on first for free. And then I'm going to walk the next guy. What a fucking douchebag. I mean, that's a nice fly ball, but that doesn't accomplish anything. That doesn't accomplish anything. And that's just a really loud out. Like, I'm going to keep Cody Allen in, but it's not going to matter because I don't see us scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th. I truly don't. Belisario's absolute in-fucking competence screwed us. Oh, let's do a little more incompetence, though, just for fun. And that's bullshit. Really? Can you just stop? Stop fucking scoring runs. Yes, it's an unearned run. Okay, great, but... Yeah, I don't know how he beat that out, but I'll take it. Oh, that bounced in. Okay. Now, for call strikes out. And Carlos Gomez flies out. Hey, you know what? That's my World Series. So, like I said, I kind of won it either way. But let's be realistic here. There is one reason we lost that game. It is Fuckhead McGee and his decision to just pitch like shit. I'm in a clutch situation. I'm going to plunk Andrew Jones. And then throw a stupid fucking pitch to Jose Tabata, and that was it. That killed us. Look, let me be clear. we had an amazing season. And the only reason it wasn't even better is because we didn't have a catcher. If we had had AJ Pierzynski, I think we have a very different tune in the World Series. I think it doesn't take us 7 games to get to the World Series either. What is Pass with Flying Colors for? What is that particular thing here? Oh, if I complete all owner goals in one season. Okay, neat. Kevin Millwood is a free agent. PB doesn't opt out. Luis Perez retires. Are you fucking kidding me? My scouting director retires. Alright, we'll deal with coaches next episode. Let's break down how the season actually went. And then we'll talk about, and then we'll end the episode. So Albert Pujols was pretty good at baseball. I think we got an MVP performance out of him, which is an excellent start. Matt Kemp had a sensational season. Really good stuff there. Matt Kemp is in fact a 2-time all MVP. I didn't realize that. So yeah, a lot to love about Matt Kemp. And Jason Hayward was also excellent until the playoffs started, but beyond that, an excellent season for him. Eric Abar turned out to be a very, very useful player down the stretch. We got a lot out of Rafael Furcal. Carlos Gomez was there. He sure baseballed this year. Let's talk about AJ Pierzynski, however, because I feel like we're missing an important piece. And look right here. Had he not gotten hurt, we have a bit more scoring. So the lineup was what we thought it would be. It's very, very top-heavy. I think players like Rafael Furcal and Eric Abar, or Ibar, whatever, both contributed in very meaningful ways to make up, like, secondary scoring. But at the end of the day, Brett Lawrie was replacement level. Sorry, slightly below replacement level. That shouldn't be. This is a guy who should be hitting in the 250s, 260s, 270s. So, yeah, we have a lot of work to do to have a sustainable lineup that can be competitive year in and year out. The pitching staff was a real strength, up until Ronald Belisario's giant fucking blunder in Game 6 of the World Series. All of my pitchers had pretty good seasons. We had 4 starters that were really great, and Jake Peavy was certainly no slouch. We got a lot out of Andy Pettitte. Andy Pettitte was a big piece of why we were successful as we were down the stretch. The pitching staff, other than Kevin Millwood, was quite effective, and even Kevin Millwood was actually pretty decent with Tampa. So, where do we go from here? Well, we're going to need a new second baseman and a new shortstop at a minimum. Everyone else is under contract, but not our second baseman and shortstop. Do we want to re-sign either of them? I don't think we do. Abar wants a pretty big raise. Furcal is just pissed at me. Whatever. We've got work to do. We've got work to do. And complicating our issue is that we don't have a good draft pick. So we have to be very smart in free agency. Maybe get another superstar if one can be had. Because I'd feel a lot better about our four horsemen currently, in Hayward, Kemp, Pujols, and Pierzynski, if we had somebody else that was really effective. Is there anyone in particular I would like to target? Jimmy Gobble, I'm joking. Oh, this is what's available? Okay, we're keeping Eric Abar. There is literally... Like, okay, if we want to get stupid, we can pick up, like, Todd Helton and make him a DH. Or Ryan Howard and make him a DH. Jimmy Rollins is fine. Nomar can't play second, so he's a decent bat, but not a second baseman. I don't need another catcher. I've already had Carlos Guillen. Shit. This is a terrible offseason class. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do before we end the episode. I'm going to go ahead and offer Eric Abar an extension. I think 3 years is fair. I'm not saying he's perfect, but I'm not going to do any better than him. I will give him a contract offer. Plus, he's relatively young, so that's not terrible. Alright, my friends. I think that's going to conclude this episode. Next season might be rough. I hope it isn't, but it might be rough. Until next time, my friends, this has been Guardian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.